Good morning, guys. How everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing awesome. So this is my oil of Olay, anti-aging cream that I'll sit here and I'll rub on and put on to hydrate my skin and different things like that. So this is going to be an educational video. And some of the words I might not be able to pronounce them all the way correctly due to my speech impediment. So I would say that you anything that I'm saying, you can look it up, and all this is through experience, trial and error. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a woman and a woman's body, different things that we might go through and different stuff like that. So the topic today that I want to talk about is menopause and postmenopause. Okay, so I'm going to be real specific. So I hope that this can help you because it's stuff that I'm learning and it can help me. Okay, so with me being 51, women can use different forms of birth control, from tube ligations to, y'all know all the different birth controls and stuff that you can use. But I used it, the Mirena, and the Mirena lasts, at first it was lasting, I think, 5 years. Then they upgraded it for 8 years. So my Mirena got to the point where it was 8 years old in January, so it was time to remove it. So me and my doctor was having a discussion of not doing another one because at 51, most women be either already went into menopause or they're going to menopause sometime between 51, 55, and some women even go into early menopause within 38. So a lot of times, if a woman could start a cycle, some women start cycles at 7 years old, 8 years old. So I'm wondering, does that make them to start their cycle so early? Does them be the ones that go into early menopause, where they going into menopause in their 30s, where they're going to menopause? So definitely, any of these symptoms can happen. You can have that. So a lot of times you want a doctor to give you a test where they will test your is it the FSH level. So what that'll do, they will do a blood test on you. A lot of times they don't want to do it. They'll do a blood test on you, and then they'll test those levels to see, because when we get older and start going into menopause, you wonder, your skin start getting real droopy, saggy. And one thing that's a big fear for me, where I was naive at, I thought that all older people lose their teeth. Like, if you notice, in my generation, majority, all my aunties, from my mama to everybody, when they got older, all of them don't have their original. Like, these are their original teeth. They in dentures or partials or something, they done lost their teeth. So with me doing research and doing study, a lot of women that go through menopause, they lack estrogen, and I'm probably not pronouncing it right. But when we lack that, that's a decrease in bone density and weaker bones, easy to fracture, your teeth, the weakness and all that, you know what I mean? So then that's when they do a hormone therapy. They'll do a hormone therapy for you, where you can get the estrogen patches or pills or whatever, where the estrogen that our ovaries and stuff is no longer producing. We can use these patches and different stuff like that. But a lot of times, some women have absolutely no symptoms, and I will be one of them women that have absolutely no symptoms. So no hot flashes, no, you know what I mean? For me, throughout my whole life, I've always been the type of person that inside of a house, and even in the summertime with the air conditioner on, in a room, I don't know, I always feel warm. So even in the summer months, air conditioner, it's like a negative whatever outside, I have a fan going, because the house, even the heat is on like 70, the circulation of the heat and stuff, it makes me hot. I've always been hot in nature, where I can't, that's why y'all always see me like with these shorts, that dress or anything. Like, I really can't stand having on clothes because I feel extremely hot and warm. So there's different tests that we can do. So this is a test that I got off of Amazon. So you can, you can order these tests. See it? Because a lot of times doctors want to give you hack about giving you the blood test. I'm like, it is my yearly. I told my doctor, it is my yearly. Okay, it's my yearly. And I want to know because at the same time, if I'm not, you know what I mean? I definitely would like the Mirena again because, you know, the Mirena will um option out my cycle. So I was like, so, and she's like, oh no, we don't think you should get it again. If you're not, you should be going into. I doubt it highly likely if you would need it and this and that. How was Janet Jackson when she had a baby in her 50s, right? So I've seen some videos where over there in them certain countries, a lady from India was 60 and had a baby. So nobody want babies. So it's just knowing about your body, knowing because everybody don't have those symptoms. Everybody like, oh, the hot flashes, this, that, and that. And I remember asking my mama. My mama said she never had any of them symptoms. And some women do, some women don't. So don't rely on that. But at the same time, if my body is lacking the estrogen, and it's a possibility if I am and don't know it, and then my bone density, you know what I mean? Because I remember being on them skates, but I think that's probably just anytime you get older, your bones is weaker. I remember being on skates with Gino, like when I was 47 and I fell. I had a really bad fracture. And I broke my arm, and there's a plate. I'm gonna get the x-ray picture and I'm gonna show it to y'all. There's a plate in my wrist. So, you know, I'm like, I don't know, but like I told her, I just want all the tests to be able to know that in anything that my body is lacking, and if my body is not producing it anymore, I definitely want to put it back in my body because I definitely don't want to, you know, lose, you know, and not with everybody. I'm not gonna say that everybody that goes through that, but I always wondered, like, why is all the older people back in our days losing their teeth? You know, they don't have their natural teeth. All their teeth just start to fall out. And I know there's different dental diseases they can have. I'm trying to think of what's that one that they can have and they can lose. They can have different gum diseases where their gums is so weak it don't hold the teeth, and they wind up have to, you know, get their teeth taken out. But like I say, that is a myth. You don't have to be older and have dentures. I know people that's in their 70s and got a healthy mouth of teeth, and you know they didn't have to get their teeth pulled and have. And I definitely do believe diet, what you eat and what you're putting in your body, the things you're doing, plays a big role in that. You know, definitely your diet, your genetics. So. But yeah, we don't have to lose our teeth, and we don't have to, you know, just let ourselves go. It's things that we could do to improve. So that's all. Y'all see me. I tried my best to improve my body, my skin, you know what I mean? That is, let me push this back. I gotta go get the x-ray picture for y'all and show y'all. And yeah, that bone thing, that rod thing is still in there. But I try to make sure my legs and just everything, I'll be like deep on it, because, you know, you feel like when you get old, that's what's going to happen. And I want to tell you guys that that's not true. That's not true. So that's what I've been trying to educate myself and figure out what works for me. And like I told my doctor, I want to know. So now I got this test. I take that test, and they ordered my blood level. I just had my yearly physical done, and she's going to get back to me and let me know, because I want to know what my body is lacking and what I need to be able to maintain healthy bones and stuff like that. And then too, like a lot of stuff I do, work and stuff from home, I don't get a lot of sunlight, so you lack, especially in the winter, and where I live, vitamin D and different things like that. So I want to know what my body is deficient of, so I can put it back in there. So now, you know, I'm older, so I'm starting to work out more, because remember I was telling you guys that my knees be hurting and different stuff like that, and I was like, I never got diagnosed with no knee problem. But if you ain't never really moved these bones, and all of a sudden now you're moving them like that, then of course you're going to have those aches and pains. But I am trying my best to, you know, maintain everything, you know, go to the dentist, get the cleanings, get your fillings, you know, whatever you need, You know, I'm trying to pull back on the sugar, so I'm not, you know, overindulging in them sweets from the, you know, diabetes. So I'm really trying to not, okay, I don't want to say I'm trying because I believe in manifestation. I am being aware of what's good for me, what's not good for me, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. So I really am on there. But I wanted to let you ladies know that there's tests. You get these doctors just dragging. So there's premenopause and postmenopause. So you could be going into the menopause and then the postmenopause. So it's different stages, and everybody don't have symptoms. Some women might have severe symptoms, and some women can be experiencing it and have absolutely no symptom. Yes, women can go into menopause in mid-30s, especially it's more likely for women that started their cycle like very young. So when you start a cycle very young, you can go into early menopause within your 30s. Because look at when you started your cycle, you know, when you're 7 or 8 years old. I be hearing that, I'm like, wow, I'm glad that didn't happen to me. Like, wow, 7 or 8 years old, you just learning your body. Now you got to figure out how to put on this, you know what I mean? So it's like it's like, wow. But yes, so I'm learning, but I was so intrigued with the studies and stuff that I've been doing, because I want to be educated about, you know, my health, my body, and what I can do, and different things like that. Because it was a myth. I was asking my doctor, did everybody, you gonna lose your teeth? And she started laughing. She said, everybody don't lose their teeth. They don't. But yes, if you lack your estrogen and your bone deficiency start to decline, and your bones and everything get weak, the calcium in your mouth and your teeth, you can lose your teeth because you're lacking the stuff that you need. So that's why I told her I want the blood test, because I want to know. So if my body is deficient on anything, give me the level, because I'm not having the symptoms. And we just removed the birth control. So she said that can take time for my body to catch up with it. But she said she highly doubted if I'll go back into having a cycle at 51 years old. She said she doubted, like, you know. But I'm like, my friend is 55 and she still have hers. So that's not necessarily true, you know. But so there is tests if you having a problem and you having the symptoms, or you're not having the symptoms. And if you just feel, I want to take the test. The tests are on Amazon, and I got a test kit. I think it came with 2. It was under $10. Just like doing a pregnancy test. You pee on a little stick, and boom, voila. You'll have the results in about 2 to 3 minutes on what your status is, if you are or if you're not. But I think it's important for us to know, because once it starts and you lose a lot of that density, to me it'd be harder to fix. So my thing is, I want to know, because I don't want it to get into that part where I'm getting older and I'm going into that and my body is lacking certain things, and now I'm in deficiency. And to me, I feel like it'd be pointless then, now trying to reverse this, and I already started the process. So I want to know right now what my body is lacking, so that I can feed it back in whatever vitamins that I need to be on and different stuff. Now too that I have this something on the phone, now too that I have this workout routine that will help me a lot too, you know, to get more in shape. So I have been still working out, doing my different stuff that I've been doing. I'm actually going to add a bike into my routine as well. You know what I mean? Because I'm already petite, but my goal is not losing weight, just maintaining healthiness, especially when we get older. Our knees, hips, you know, legs, that's really where our problem come in the older you get. So I'm going to add a bike into the routine. And I used to actually, when I was young, I used to love riding bikes. But now that I'm older, I don't know, I always have a fear, like, number one, in Minnesota, they don't want you on the trails on the bike. You literally got to ride your bike in the road. And my biggest fear is a lot of people don't be paying attention, and you out. I don't feel comfortable in the middle of the road with no bike in there. You know, they got the little bike lane where you're supposed to be on. So I would feel more comfortable to do my stationary bike and do the bike riding in the house versus me taking a official bike and going outside riding it. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. And then too, I'd be afraid of like dogs. You know how people have dogs, and if you riding past, even though the dog is in the fence, and as you riding past and you unaware that you coming up on a house, if you never been past this house with a dog, and when that dog come charging, whoo, it'll scare the hell out of you. Now what if you on a bike trail and all of a sudden this dog come running and you do this and a car coming by? I don't know. I'd just be scared of that. When I was young, we was going to middle school. We was all walking going to middle school, and we got by this certain house, and this dog came bolting out of the gate chasing us, and we took off running, but it was black ice, and I fell, boom, hit my head. I was knocked out cold on the ice from running from this dog. I probably was maybe 12 years old or something, and I remember waking up, and when I'm waking up, all of my friends is like, Father, that way, and I'm looking and I'm on the ground and I'm like, oh, where the dog? They're like, the dog is right there by you. I'm like, oh shit. So the dog wasn't a biter, he just was a chaser. He just was territorial. You know how dogs, you walk past their house, but this dog wasn't in the gate. He'd run out of the yard. So he wasn't a biter, but he just, you know, see anybody, any car, Gino, that dog knocked your mama out. I was scared. I was scared. And that dog said, whew, 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 boom, your mama got knocked out. You sad for me? Yeah, and my face was all swollen up. So when I got up and walked to the school, they had my mama to come get me because they was like I could have a concussion. So, and you know how black mamas is. You ain't got no concussion. Go on in there and clean up or something. You'll be okay. Like, they didn't have no sympathy. You went home from school. I'm like, Mama, I didn't ask to be home from school. Oh, your baby that got knocked out and you go put me to work. Yeah, but I'm like, you're okay. Go in there, clean up them dishes and go mop a floor or something. You're going to be okay. You ain't finna sit around here and not do nothing. You don't go to school in them days. Your mama put you on a job. You had a 9 to 5. No school. And then when school is out and now you better, you think you going outside. Ain't no going outside today. You was too sick to go to school. Mama, I didn't say I'm too sick to go to school. I got knocked out and they wanted you to come get me for me to go get some testing. I ain't, Mama's gonna give you no testing. They did not give you no testing. You be like, Mama, we gonna go to the hospital. No, you ain't going no damn hospital. You fine to me. So I wanted to share that with you ladies and know your levels, know where you at, because I just think these doctors sometimes, they be acting like you asking for a test and it's for free. They gonna charge the insurance, but so if they're giving you a hard time, because, a lot of time I think insurance would be like, well, it's not time for her blood levels. In order to get blood levels, you got to go in there and pretend that something is wrong. So it is my yearly, so I was able to get that done. So now I'm just waiting on the results, and I did that on Friday to come back in to see, but I'd rather to know than to be guessing and take the proper precautions and add the things back in my body. If my body have a deficiency of anything, I want to add it back into my body. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday, and I'm going to get the x-ray of my wrist, and I'll show y'all where they put the plate in there, and the plate is still in there, but I was like 47 when I fell and broke. But yeah, and the surgeon was like, so right here, he was like, ma'am, when you at your age, when I broke my wrist, he said, I could put you on a cast for a week and have you come back and take x-ray. He said, your bones don't heal quick as somebody younger. It takes longer to heal. And a lot of times what we're seeing in older people, the best way to get the best healing is surgery. Then you just wearing a cast. Or when it heals, you ever see somebody go and they get a cast on their arm or something, and probably the doctors in Illinois, I know a lot of times they won't even offer people surgery, but when they bones go back together, they have a deformity in their hand or something that they broke. Could be a big lump, and it be permanent because they probably needed a surgery, but the doctors just let it heal with a cast, and they have some deformity to their hand. So I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to go get the x-ray, and I'm going to show y'all that. But yes, ladies, the test is on Amazon. Take the test, see where your levels is at and everything. And when you do your yearly physical, make sure they check your thyroids, your crinoline, just everything, just to see if everything's functioning, your heart level, you know, just everything. And make sure you're getting all those tests done, your yearly. And to the guys too, make sure y'all doing all y'all testing, y'all yearly blood work, have everything tested. A lot of times you don't ask, they don't really want to perform the test, but if we know, we can definitely put the vitamins and supplements back in our body to give us stronger teeth. Then, because I don't know, that's a big fear. So I'm like, my doctor be looking at me like, you something else. But I'm gonna go get the x-ray. I'll be back. Toodles. Okay, so here is my wrist, and this is the plate that is in my wrist, the surgery that they did. You see, this is how it goes flat, this is how it goes across. Okay, so this is the wrist that I have that plate in. I was on roller skates and broke it, and it's still in there. Yeah, that is the break that I had with the MRI. So I'm like, what do you mean? They was like, all them bones are shattered. It's going to take forever for, you know, your bones to heal back. But if you let us do the surgery on you, in 6 months, you will have the mobility that you need. But with the massaging and stuff of the oil, see, that scar is not bad at all. So they gave me stuff, and they was like, wow. The doctor was like, because it used to be bad. She was like, I didn't expect for your skin to heal as good as it healed. She was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. She was like, wow, what did you do? I said, I just put that, whatever. It'd be like the, what is that? Cowhide, some type of skin that you put on there, and you sleep with that all night. But she told me to rub, moisturize and rub, because you ever see people that have a surgery, have a scar, and you can touch it and you can feel it. Like, even if you feel my arm like this, you won't feel that I had surgery there if I really point it out and kind of show it to you. But it healed amazingly good, and that's what the doctor was like too. He's like, you got very good elasticity in your skin. He said, you got very good skin, elasticity, snap back in your skin. Your skin is amazing. I was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, yeah. He said, you got good, y'all see that elasticity in your skin. So, yeah. He was like, so, you'll be fine. But, yeah, so this is the break that I had. But just knowing where your level's at, so that if our body is getting deficient of something, we can add it back in. So that's something that I'm looking into. But the test is on Amazon. Okay, but I just had the blood test done on Friday. So it's like I'm waiting to see what the blood test is, and then I'll take this test, you know what I'm saying, to see if the blood test is accurate. Then I'll give y'all, you know, a review. But all the reviews on it said that the blood test is definitely accurate, that the blood tests actually work. I mean, I'm sorry, these tests at home actually work. So I wanted y'all to know this. Y'all have an awesome day. So I hope that this helped you ladies, and you know, start doing the testing and just know what your body is lacking and different things like that. And yeah, but yeah, I'm just happy about it. So I hope that this helped you guys, knowing that we can do the test at home. When you do your levels, get your blood level done. And one girl was on the review, and she was saying, I think she's like 38, and she said she kept just asking the doctors to do the test, Oh, you too young, you too young, you too young. And she was like, something not right with my body. You know, your body is like a car. If it ain't working right, it's going to tell you. So, and then sometimes you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have any of the symptoms, but I still want to know, because they just telling me you should be. You should be. You should be. Like, that's why the 8 years they removed the Mirena. So they keep telling me at 51, you should be going into menopause. You should be. You should be. I don't want to be should be. I want to know that I am. We're not going to guess. So I want to know. So let's do the test. Let's do the test. It's my yearly. Look at your FSH levels, and that will determine if you are in menopause for the ladies. All right, ladies. Hope that helped. But yes, find out, because that's a myth to anybody, to even the guys. We don't have to lose our teeth. When you see everybody walking around at a certain age and all their teeth is gone, that's not true. We don't have to lose our teeth. So thanks for watching. But yeah, this is that fracture, and the rod is still in there. That's why, like right today, I do heavy stuff, but I don't like carrying heavy cases of water. I feel the pulling when I do that. I always have that type of stuff delivered. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay sweet and nice. Well, I don't want to say sweet because a man is not sweet. But y'all stay kind. Be blessed. Thanks for listening. Toodles.